If you question the public health officials or demand basic human rights, you're considered a domestic terrorist. If we want to keep living in a modern, functioning society, then we have to take matters into our own hands. Every level of government, big tech, big pharma, corporate media, and those faceless, nameless experts cannot be trusted to provide the goods and services that keep society running. But even if we depend on what those legacy institutions provide, that does not mean that we have to rely on those institutions themselves.
Gang, we are living through one of the most important financial shifts in modern history. I mean, we've all seen it these last 4 years. I mean, think about where we were. I mean, major corporations turned against our values. They punish businesses that stand for faith, family, and freedom. For years, it felt like there was nothing we could do, like we were stuck funding companies that despise us. But something huge is happening. All across the country, millions of hardworking Americans are waking up and taking back control, not just as consumers, but as business owners, as investors, and as creators in what's being called the parallel economy or the patriot economy. A new economy is rising, a new economic system, one that rejects woke corporate control and puts power back into the hands of the people who built this nation. And here's the best part. For the first time, this isn't just about how you spend your money. It's about now making money. And if you act now, you can position yourself to thrive in a way that was never possible before. Think about it. For decades, we played by their rules. So we built careers, we invested in retirement accounts, and we trusted the system to work for us. But what happened? The same corporations we supported turned on us. The same banks we trusted started shutting down accounts of people who didn't follow their agenda. The same institutions that claimed to be for the people started making it clear, if you don't comply, you don't get to play. I mean, again, think about it. Businesses have been deplatformed just for standing up for traditional values. Families have watched their investments plummet while the elites got richer. And if you spoke the truth in the wrong place, you risk being silenced, fired, or even debanked, financially cut off. That's not an economy built for the people. That's an economy built for an elite, for the few who think they control everything. But here's what they never expected. People like you, hardworking, faith-filled, freedom-loving Americans, aren't playing by their rules anymore. Right now, we're watching something incredible happen. A truly new golden age and a massive transfer of wealth is beginning. And for the first time, it's happening on our terms. The parallel economy isn't just a boycott. It's an entirely new way to build wealth outside the control of corrupt corporations. New businesses are thriving without needing woke banks. Families are investing in companies that actually support our values. Entrepreneurs are launching businesses without fear of being canceled. And those who understand what's happening right now, before the rest of the world catches on, have the chance to build generational wealth in a way that was simply never possible before. History shows that whenever there's a massive financial shift, there are two kinds of people. Those who act early and change their future, and those who hesitate, those who sit back and watch, wishing they had done something when they could have. Right now, we are at that exact moment, at that crossroads. That's not speculation. This is happening right now. We've seen it before. The people who understood Bitcoin early on, the ones who saw Tesla's potential before it took off, the ones who grabbed up real estate before the market exploded, they're the ones who prospered. But contrast that with the ones who hesitated. Well, they're the ones who frankly got left behind. They missed out. So, gang, that is why we're hosting the America's Golden Age Summit. In just 90 minutes, we're going to give you the blueprint to take control of your financial future. We're going to show you exactly how to get in on this economic revolution before it's too late, because there's a limited window to act, and those who take action now will be the ones who win. Joining me today is our good friend, Chris Boyer. Chris is marketing director for Turley Talks and owner of Clearly Business Advisors. Chris, welcome. Great to see you, my friend.
You too, Dr. Steve. Thank you so much.
Well, it's an honor to have you. What's going on? Yeah, I mean, you're on the front lines of all this. What does this moment that we're in really mean for everyone listening?
Yeah, well, you teed it up perfectly. For decades, big corporations and banks, they controlled everything. They told us where we could shop, where we could bank, and even who could do business. And we went along with it because we didn't think we had a choice. Right. For many years, I helped plant churches. I started businesses. And then I also worked in corporate America for some really large companies. And it was during that time that I began to witness the terrible woke mind virus start to take over. I saw small business owners who faced enormous pressure to toe the liberal line or face the consequences. Some were sued and put out of business just for their personal beliefs and for speaking their opinions. I saw the huge obstacles that you faced, Steve. Yeah. I personally worked for a company that wanted to force me to participate in celebrations that went against my personal religious beliefs or risk being fired. My career and my livelihood were threatened, and it was comply or not feed my kids. I couldn't believe it. But it wasn't just that. It was also the financial system rigged, like you said, so that Americans would be dependent on it. And a bought-off media was complicit in trying to keep us scared. So what we're dealing with really is it's like a two-headed dragon. That was one part of it, the woke mind virus, the rigged banking system, and the corrupt media. But the other head of this two-headed dragon is something I call the success snatcher. And the audience is probably familiar with what I'm talking about. It's that voice in our head that makes us hesitate. It's the force that keeps us from seizing opportunities until it's too late. It silently steals our future wealth while we hesitate on the sidelines. And when we hesitate, it can literally snatch success right out of our grasp.
The success snatcher. I love it's so ominous. That is so cool. I've heard of the concept, but I've never heard the term. I love it. So the success snatcher. How did the success snatcher, as you call it, help cause all of this?
Well, we have that little voice in our head that, sometimes we get right up to the line where we're going to make a decision to do something. And it's like, I don't know, it's too risky. Yeah. I mean, people thought, Bitcoin's a scam. Tesla will never take off. Real estate it's just too risky. And so what happened, the people who listened to that or were misled, missed the opportunity of a lifetime. I mean, when I see Bitcoin going for more than $97,000 a share today, I kick myself for not getting in earlier when it was 20.
Yeah. Oh, I know. Yeah, that's for sure. Big time. Yeah. And we know a couple of people who did get in around that time. And let's just say they're doing quite well right now. I think they're the proof positive of what we're saying. So what's behind this? How was all of this allowed to happen? How did we end up in this situation that we've been in?
Yeah, well, I mean, for too long, we trusted the system. We thought these companies cared about their customers. Clever marketing campaigns. We care about you. We put you first. We thought the banks worked for us, but the moment we pushed back against their agenda, they showed us their true colors. Right. And again, as you've called out so many times, this dragon, the success snatcher, was also fed by the lamestream media and fake news who shoved wokeism in our faces and tried to scare hardworking, courageous conservatives from standing up. And then lastly, it's just, I think it's plain old human nature for many of us where, some of us, me included, I'm risk averse. So I wait. And most of the time we wait too long.
Right. No, and it makes me even more upset knowing that the legacy media was getting our tax dollars to push that kind of nonsensical propaganda. But we're all about, encouraging our audience to seize the moment, take action,
Yes.
Do not let anything get in your way. What kind of hope can help motivate everyone to stand up and defeat the success snatcher in their own lives?
Well, Steve, the hope is real and it's bigger than ever because for the first time in a long time, we're not just fighting back; we're actually winning.
We're winning.
I mean, every day one more news report now that we're making progress. President Trump is doing what he said he would do, and one of the things he promised he wanted to do was usher in a new golden age. So, President Trump and the MAGA movement, Turley Talkers, this movement is spreading like wildfire. The old system is collapsing under its own weight, and the parallel economy is rising in its place. Businesses that support our values are thriving. People
Yeah.
are breaking free from corporate control. They're building wealth, but on their own terms. According to Forbes magazine, 82% of consumers say they shop with their values, and three-quarters of them, they'll go elsewhere if they find their values conflict with the company.
Wow.
That's a major shift than 20, 25 years ago, even 15 years ago.
Right.
For example, there's one brave American. Her name is Jennifer Say. She's a
Mhm.
national gymnastics champion, and she was so frustrated by seeing girls harmed by woke policies and seeing biological males invade girls' sports that she decided she had to do something. So she teamed up with what she calls a ragtag group of canceled, ousted, and self-described misfits, and they created an athletic brand that would stand for truth and for America's highest ideals: equality of opportunity and freedom of speech.
Yeah.
And today, with partners like Riley Gaines, XXXY Athletics, only two there, XXXY Athletics is booming, and they are helping girls compete with safety and dignity. And Jennifer saw an opportunity, and she seized it. And there are countless more people like her, you and me included. So the hope is this: we don't have to be slaves to a system that hates us. We can own our own future. But this, get in early window, like many things, it won't stay open forever. I think it's a virtual gold rush. People
Right.
who act now will be the ones who create generational wealth and financial freedom for their families. And really, that's what it's all about.
Yeah, that's so cool. I love those examples. All right. I'm convinced. I'm there. And I'm sure everyone else is convinced. So what can we do? How can we make something like that happen for ourselves in our own lives?
Well, it's really simple. February 27th is the America's Golden Age Summit, 2 p.m. Eastern or 2:30 p.m. Eastern Time. It's on a Thursday, and you and your expert guest, you've got an amazing team lined up, and you're going to lay out the full blueprint step by step. In just 90 minutes, you're going to show people exactly how to spend their money with businesses that align with their values. Places like Public Square and other places who are allowing us to do that. How to start or grow a business in the parallel economy, how to invest in the companies that are winning in this new era, and then how to build financial independence and generational wealth without relying on woke corporations. And the best part is the Turley Talks team, they're making it so easy to get in. Right now, early bird registration is just $7. I think I spent almost that much on a cup of coffee yesterday. But it's $7. That deal's going to close soon. So I would highly recommend folks get in now. And the way you do that is you just click on the link below, you grab your spot, and you join us for America's Golden Age Summit before the success snatcher steals another opportunity.
No, not the success snatcher. No, that's awesome. This is so awesome. We truly are in a historical moment. This is a once in a lifetime moment. I mean, the old system is crumbling and the parallel patriot economy is rising. But the real question is, are you going to take action? Will you take action, or are you going to let that specter of the success snatcher steal this opportunity from you? Chris and I have laid it all out: the chance to build wealth, secure your financial future, and break free from woke corporations. It's all within your grasp. But opportunities like this do not last forever. So don't wait. Right now, you can claim your spot at the America's Golden Age Summit for just $7, but that price will disappear soon. So this is your first test to see if you're going to let the success snatcher stop you. So don't wait. Click that link below, sign up now, and get the blueprint to thrive in America's new patriot economy. I can't wait to see you there, gang. As Elon would say, it's going to be amazing. Chris, man, thanks so much for being with us. I'll see you on the 27th. It's going to be
My
awesome.
pleasure. Thank you so much.